Now, two eco-friendly startups are thousands of pounds richer today after winning a national competition. The Shell Springboard and Shell LiveWIRE Awards, which give funding to low-carbon businesses, took place at the Royal Academy of Engineering last night. Well, Carlton Cummins was one of the big winners, and Terence Chung was a finalist in the Young Entrepreneur of the Year category, and both join me now. Carlton, congratulations, first of all.
Thanks.
Has it sung in yet? I mean, what was it like when your name was called out?
I wasn't expecting it, honestly. Usually you go in, you give everything you have, and then you just manage expectations after that. So I was well expected to just go home, get a good rest, and get on with the rest of the day. So when they actually called my name, I actually didn't know what I was supposed to do next, whether I was supposed to go up on stage or they would bring something to me. Yeah, it was a bit of a surprise.
And Terence, there's quite a big lead up to this point in the competition. Can you explain to me the journey to the final and also how difficult it was?
I mean, we were given about a month to write a business plan, and I didn't have a business plan at the time, so I had to draft everything up. And then we had to prepare for the pitch. It's a bit like apprentice style. You go in, a panel of 4 experts, and you just have to put everything out there and hope for the best, really. And luckily, well, unlucky for me, and Carlton won.
You did all right.
And when you were doing those pitches, I mean, what did they give you feedback? Was there any indication that you were on the right track or that they were liking your ideas?
Yeah, I think the judges really take to my idea and what I've presented, and they've given us loads of information and insights about how to grow a business. So it's really good feedback. I'm sure Carlton is the same as well.
For the uninitiated, can you just sum up in a few sentences what your businesses are and how they work?
Essentially, what I do is that I take on a different approach to producing low-cost batteries, the type of batteries that will be useful for home energy storage, for renewable energy and stuff like that. Instead of trying to produce new, cheaper batteries, we found a way to identify used batteries that are good enough to be utilized for renewable energy, for electric bicycles and those kind of things. So we figured out a quick way to test these used batteries. We also figured out a way to repackage them in a clever way that allows them to be easily repaired and replenished when they actually start to age, as opposed to having to be replaced like you would normally have to do with batteries.
Wow. And Terence, a completely different sector that you're working on.
Yeah, that's right. So we're a bit unusual in that most of the rest of contestants are from the tech business. We are still a tech business, but we are coming from a slightly more consumer side. So if you look into the cosmetic industry globally, they're one of the biggest industry in the world. However, 90% of their product is unsustainable, and that's they're made with crude oil, which is finite. And our approach is that actually by looking into fruit waste, we can find a resource in there to supply and replace these petrochemicals. And fruit waste is a tremendous resource in that in the fruit processing industry, almost 1 kilo of products, they'll produce 1 kilo of waste. So there's tremendous amounts of opportunity there to make use of these resources.
In terms of trends here in the capital, we're all moving towards recycling more, cutting waste and cutting our carbon emissions. So it's quite canny, I suppose, of you two both to come up with these businesses. But is the climate good for startups and ones that are low carbon?
Typically, I would say yes, there is a lot of support for startups. I come from the Caribbean originally, so I know how difficult it can be in some other parts of the world. So there is a lot of support for startups. It may not hold toe-to-toe with a market like the US, but I think it does do its justice for the UK market.
Terence, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, there's London is a big hub for startup, and there's so many like-minded people like Carlton and loads of other people, like people in the contestants. So, and it's the internet age, so you can set up a website and a company with next to no cost. So it's all a really good time to have go at the idea that you have, really.
Well, Terence and Carlton, congratulations again, and thank you very much.